Hello. This is Mindy Huff. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'd love to introduce myself. As I said, my name is Mindy Huff. I've been building a successful business for over 20 years in direct sales. And what my passion is to teach others how to build a successful business. So today we're going to kind of dive in. Today's training is all about coaching. Now, I know if you're thinking about coaching, you would think of maybe a sports coach, a coach who coaches a sports team, whether it's professional or little league or anywhere in between. Or maybe you're looking at a business coach, someone to help you navigate the waters of building a business. Well, that's what I am. I am a business coach, and I love, love, love teaching others how to build successful businesses. So one of the things that I want to dive in is coaching. What I want you to do is, if you're thinking about coaching, first let's talk about what it's all about. What is coaching? And why is it important for me in my business? Coaching is all about preparation. It's all about helping your client have the best experience. As a Mary Kay beauty consultant or a sales director, I've been a sales director for over 12 years, really. And one of the things that I've learned in my career is this: a class or an appointment worth booking is an appointment worth coaching. And what we tend to do, if you look at your bookings, 9 times out of 10, when those bookings are not holding, it's because there was a breakdown somewhere in the coaching process. So why is it important for you to coach? Well, you want your client to have the best experience possible. Coaching kind of takes her or him step by step in the process, what it's all about. Okay. So first thing we're going to talk about when it comes to coaching is preparation. That's what coaching really is. A big part of your coaching is preparing. And preparation comes in many forms, but it gives give your client or your potential client a snapshot into what to expect doing that particular session. Now, like I said, as a beauty consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics, we have the unique opportunity not only to service our clients, but also to sell a product. So we have different ways that we can build our business. If you are a person that really don't want to build your customer base through service base, that's hold an appointment, whether it's a facial or class. If you just want to focus on just selling the product, this may not be a conversation you want to have. However, if you are a person that wants to really grow your business, expand your business, and build a solid customer base, let's say that again. Build a solid customer base. Coaching is something you want to master. Why do you want to master coaching? Is because this is providing a service, not just the product, but a service. It's showing your clients how to use the product. That's what this is all about. So when it comes to preparing, one of the things that I like to do is coach my prospect. So if this is someone that's new, maybe she's never tried the products before, or maybe she's never been a hostess before, this is the part where you get to explain so that they know what to expect what they know what to expect. So coaching helps you with that. One of the things with preparation is concerned is pre-profiling. So I want to kind of put this up. Pre-profiling your clients is so important. If they've never tried the products before, you want to pre-profile them. What is pre-profiling? It is asking them questions about their skin, or maybe the things that they are interested in. Have you ever gone to a presentation and they started talking about stuff that you just had you really wasn't interested in, right? You will tune it out. So even though I love flowers, I love vegetables and fruits, I don't like the garden. That is not something that I want to do, right? I just don't want to garden. Some people love it. I'm not one of those. Okay. So if I go somewhere and all they're talking about is gardening, that's not going to be something that really makes it interesting to me, right? However, if it's something that is interesting to me, I'm going to pay more attention to it. So why you pre-profile is to find out what are the needs and the interests of your client. Pre-profiling can be done many ways. One of the things that I used to do in the past, I used to pre-profile my guests by calling them up and asking them questions. Well, now we're in 2025. You really don't need to do that. There are so many ways you can pre-profile your clients. You can pre-profile your clients through your website. You can pre-profile your clients when you book them. Now, one of the booking tools that I use is Calendly. I'm not making a commercial for Calendly, but that's how I book. Another way, if you have a Google account, you can also use that to be able to set up automatic bookings for your clients. You just send them the link, they fill out the information, boom, you book them. Okay. I like using, when I'm booking my clients, I like using that particular tool because people are busy. We live in a world of automation. We do. People will prefer to respond by a text message than picking up the phone. That's just the realness of the world we're living in. So one of the things that I do using that tool of Calendly, I have those pre-profiling questions when they book. So once they click on the link, they choose the date that's available that works best for them and my calendar, because my calendar has the dates available for me. They choose that date. Once they choose that date, then it asks them a series of questions. The questions can be, tell me what your skin type is. Are you normal to dry, combination to oily? It goes into that. It asks them questions about if they can change one thing about their skin, what would it be? So those are the questions that's on there. Another question that you can ask, tell me, what is it that you're interested in? Are you interested in anti-aging, maybe acne prone, etc.? Those are pre-profiling questions. Pre-profiling questions helps you tremendously with your appointments, because you're not going in. You won't go into that appointment not knowing what to expect, because if you pre-profile your clients, you know exactly what they're interested in. You know exactly what they're looking for. That's why pre-profiling is so important, and that is a part of the coaching process. sometimes we miss that and we don't understand what the needs are of our clients. That's why it's important for you to make sure you pre-profile to find out exactly what your client is looking for. So once you pre-profile, see, this is all a part of the coaching process. Once you pre-profile, reminders is the next thing in coaching. You want to immediately, and this is something that I do with my clients. I always make sure that I immediately send them a reminder. That's the first thing I do. So if I book someone and my system, Calendarly, sends them an immediate response saying, thank you for booking with me. I don't have the words verbatim, but it sends them an immediate confirmation. Soon as they book, whether they choose to get that confirmation through text or email is totally up to them. But immediately you want to send them a confirmation. So whether you're doing it automated or if you're doing it over the phone or through text, whatever way you choose to book your appointments, you need to immediately send that confirmation. I don't care what time it is. It can be early in the morning, late at night. If you're booking them, you want to immediately send that confirmation. The second confirmation or reminder you want to send them is 24 hours prior to that appointment. 24 hours prior to the appointment, okay? Whether it's a text or a email, whichever way you want to send them that reminder. And the last reminder you want to send, if it's a virtual appointment, I send it 30 minutes before. If it's a in-person appointment, if you choose to do an in-person appointment, whether you're coming to them or they're coming to you, and it's an in-person appointment, you want to send that reminder an hour before. Depending on how far it is, if they're coming to you or you're going to them, if it takes over an hour, of course, you want to send them a reminder, before then. So depending on how long it takes for either them to come to you or you to come to them, you want to send that reminder prior to, okay? Once you do that, then you are set. The most important thing when it comes to coaching is finding out what your client wants. What's their interests? What it is that they're looking for, right? It's important for you to know those things. So again, when it comes to coaching, it's all about preparation, making sure you're prepared. So if this was a facial, I would do the same thing. If it was a class, remember, is 3 or more people in attendance. 3 or more people in attendance. If it's a class, then one of the things you want to make sure of when you book that person and they are your hostess, you want to go over your hostess rewards. What are your hostess rewards? What are the things that you want to offer? You need to know exactly what she wants. Because this business allows us to be able for people to earn free product. That's the hostess reward. So if this is a class, whether it's a web show or whatever, coaching is a part of the process. So remember, a class worth booking is a class worth coaching, okay? And coaching should be your best friend because coaching helps you to tone down on those appointments that are not held or that people ghosting you or whatever. It's all in the coaching, and preparation is key. All right. So I hope this has helped you. Until next time, God bless and have an amazing day because you are amazing. Take care. Bye-bye.